thank you for today. Today's my topic is should countries spend money on space exploration instead of solving problems on Earth? What do you think, guys? How much money governments spend every year for exploration of cosmos?
Not enough money.
Not enough?
Trillions.
Uh,
Trillions.
like they spend about only NASA spent $25 billion every year for exploring space. And at the same time, the world continues to face urgent and unresolved problems on Earth. The World Health Organization reports that 4 billion people were still not fully covered by essential health services. They don't have basic healthcare things like water or something else, and we can understand that this billion dollars US, yeah, we can allocate this money for something else, and we can increase our lifestyle. I mean, lifestyle for other people who don't have access to sit here right now. And the world we live right now, we have war, we have another lot of problems, and a lot of problems due to money and due to government's decisions. And my first argument is global challenges on Earth. Global challenges on Earth demand immediate actions. It means that millions are suffering right now. About 700,000 children die from pneumonia every year. Do you know what is pneumonia? It's disease, and it's just disease that can be okay with treatment and with clean water and something else. But unfortunately, many people, especially in Africa, don't have access for this type of things like water, food, clothes, education, and due to this we have a lot of disease. And it's so bad that it can be preventable, but we are doing nothing, to be honest. And even simple inventions, it's vaccines, antibiotics, and clean water could save the majority of these lives, but millions of families cannot access them. And according to UNESEF, the world needs 18 million more health workers by 2030 just to cover the most basic medical needs. Children living in poverty without clean water or proper sanitation, and it is that really they have a hard time, and maybe we should allocate more money for them or for another problems. It's my main idea. And how bad is it really? It means that by 2030, an estimate 622 million will still be living in extreme poverty despite global growth. And it doesn't matter that my second argument is opportunity cost. What could $25 billion do instead? As I said, every financial decision has a cost, not just what is spent, but what is given up. When governments allocate billions to space exploration, that money is unavailable for healthcare, education, or another sphere in the life, because when you take something, you have another things will be empty, and due to this, there are a lot of disbalance. And NASA's annual budget exceeds the entire GDP of Burundi. Do you know that? understanding the significance of this amount, it's useful to compare NASA's budget with the economic situation of different countries. You know that, for example, the Namibian gross domestic product of Burundi, its country, is approximately 8 billion US dollars. Its costs the countries, and this means that total annual economic output of entire country is significantly lower than the annual budget of NASA. And it's a problem, I think, which is around 25 billion US dollars, and we don't know that how much money they're gonna spend in the future years, and we don't know exactly what the cosmos will give us, and we don't know even exactly what's going there, and it's really a hard decision to allocate a lot of money for them. Okay. And my third argument is geopolitical competition. It means that space exploration can increase geopolitical competition and monetization rather than promote international cooperation. Although many people associate space programs with specific discovery and technological progress, space has increasingly become an area of political rivalry between countries. And and we don't think that space exploration has often been connected to political competition rather than purely scientific goals. Yeah? And one of the most famous examples is the space race during the Cold War between the United States and Soviet Union. And they demonstrate technological superiority through space achievements. While this competition produced important specific advances, it was also driven by political interest and national prestige. And today we have similar, I can say, picture, because not every country are interested for exploration space. Yes, there are only some countries such as USA, Russia, China, and like this, real big countries. And when they discover, when they want to find something unusual, yeah, it means that they have even now battle, and they want to do something to be better than other country, and it's already competition. And it can be really competition, and it can lead even to the war. So it's my third argument. That's all conclusion. And my first argument was about global challenges that millions people face preventable suffering that demand immediate investment. And my second argument was about opportunity costs, that every dollar in space is a dollar not spent on healthcare, education, or poverty. And the third one is geopolitical risk. It means that space increasingly serves Israel, and it can lead even wars or another problems in the future and even now. That's all.
Ask questions. Any questions?
So you said 25 billion was more than. So what do you recommend? Like, how much is enough for space exploration, or should we even invest in space exploration?
I can say that we should invest. Yeah, it's okay to invest money, but it's not okay to invest really a lot of money, like billion dollar, 25 billion. It's not just million, yes. And as I said, this money could be allocated for another things, for immediate problems such as education or poverty or something else. I think that we should allocate, but not really a lot of money.
But they are innovating. I mean, they are investing for innovation. As you can see, for example, by 2030, they are gonna, land on the moon, and they are gonna build some data centers on cosmos, and they also want to build like space buildings in moon, because I mean it's not just a waste of money. They are investing for innovation.
You think that we should allocate even more money?
Yeah, I mean maybe.
Maybe. And what about other immediate problems that we face right now? That you're sitting right here and you're studying. It doesn't mean that every people in the earth has like this luxury life. And I think that we should also think about other people, about humanity, ethics, I think.
If you know the startup, there's a Neil Tyson who's a black astrophysics, and he said that 0%, 1% of everybody's tax is only go to space exploration, and I think that's very less. And I even urge the people to spend more. 0.1% of your tax. Every normal US civil tax goes to space exploration. I think it's not a lot, I would say.
And I think it's a lot.
See, this is a great example of debate. All right, any other question?
And do you think even if the money that's spending on the space instead of space exploration, if its money is channeled on the countries where they need it, do you think that will improve the education and healthcare? Because already a lot of money is being